There we go. Hello, everybody. I can't even figure out which camera anymore. I got so many of them.
That's pretty impressive how you mounted them all. In that.
They're not mounted. They're just sitting there. That one's mounted.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Anyway, I'm with Jessica Logston. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is the curator of Pie Gallery and
Keyhole Gallery.
I'm sorry. I knew I was going to do that.
It's okay.
I have Pie Gallery on my mind for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Keyhole Gallery, which is right across the street from us. What's the address?
1903 Wyandotte.
1903 Wyandotte.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of shows do you do while I try and...
Well, we try to put stuff in the crossroads that normally doesn't get seen. With some more edgier stuff, nudity, political art, stuff that's not just decorative, but still masterly in quality, but more challenging than a lot of stuff that's in the Crossroads Art District.
Is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I think one of the ways we accomplish this is that we allow all the artists to participate. So I've never turned a single artist away. Anyone that wants to be a part of the Keyhole always gets to be a part of it in some way. And I think what that has led to are better art shows, more stuff in the Crossroads that you wouldn't have seen before, because we're not a gallery projecting everything 2 years out with it's just a handful of artists that we picked. So it allows the art to be more up to date and progressive. I think it reflects our culture more accurately in the relevance of time and what's really happening in the art world, instead of trying to say, well, this is what's going to be relevant in 2 years. We try to just show what people are doing right now, which can be difficult because it takes a lot of juggling and it's incorporating a lot of people together that have never worked together, and we do a lot of group shows.
Yeah, and artists are kind of hard to get to work together sometimes.
Yeah, it's difficult when people have a certain expectation or perspective, and then they get frustrated when it's not exactly how they imagined it would be.
Well, you said something about putting different pieces together so that the public can decide for themselves what's good and what's bad.
Right. It is subjective, but there's definitely a lot of stuff in the Crossroads that is purposefully not included because people generally don't buy that, even though it's challenging and it's relevant and it's accurate. It's not something they can just hang in their living room. It's not super safe.
Yeah.
And
it tries to make a statement,
right,
as opposed to being a pretty something that sits above the couch.
Right. And in Europe in the 1800s, they had great salons where all the artists participated, and it really showed which ones were the higher masters by doing that. When you put younger artists and you juxtaposition them with some older artists that have been doing it for a longer period of time, I think usually the older artists always blow the younger artists out of the water. But it's still a matter of allowing the public to decide which one they feel is more relevant. And so you got to allow that interaction to happen. And as far as I know, the Keyhole is the only space in the Crossroads that's really doing it in this way. I know the Slap and Tickle Gallery has a lot of relevant, edgy art, and everywhere else is generally more just traditional gallery where it's more safe. It's not political in any way, and it's certainly hardly any nudity at all.
Yeah, the last show was Ripe, that was curated by, I always butcher her name too. Is it Mikkel?
Yeah, Mikkel Shapiro. Yes.
And
she pulled in a lot of national artists and people from New York.
Well, what was Ripe about?
Ripe was an exhibition of erotic
so to speak.
ink drawings.
Yeah.
So all black pen on paper under 12 inches, what the artist could create, giving those basic rules, and what they imagined the word erotic to be, which you can take a lot of different ways.
I'm having a real hard time finding it. I don't know why.
Oh.
I'm looking for the video that we did on the show before this one.
It was under the keyhole under K that I saw it. Maybe it was a video I didn't see though.
Archives. I don't know what
So they were veiled, but once again, this is pretty edgy stuff for the Crossroads. I think the only one that you could compare is Slap and Tickle Gallery. And Skinless Productions Gallery, when it was still open, was doing edgy stuff too.
Skinless Productions?
Yeah.
Is that the name of it? Where was that at?
It was right next to the Slap and Tickle.
Oh, okay. I don't even know where
A guy
I don't even
named
remember the last
Zach.
time I came in. I was looking for that and
It's
never
kinda,
found it.
It's adjacent to the Grinders, just a little more east. So the galleries seem to kind of be migrating a little east in some ways.
Was that? Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It was in December. Keyhole
Oh,
Gallery.
yeah.
There we go. In my archive system, it seems to be the only way I can find it. Well, I have Mikkel and I have Keyhole, and if anybody's watching, I know it's incredibly interesting. But if I can double click on that and stop that from playing, you see there's a method to my madness here. Okay, let this load up for a little bit. And I should have done this. I guess I ran out of time.
Yeah, but really this show specifically, Mikkel came up with the entire idea of the erotic drawings, because we did tell her we were trying to push the boundaries a little bit in the Crossroads when it comes to nudity and stuff that you just normally wouldn't see. So I think that's how she came up with the idea of the erotic drawings.
This thing is not allowing me. Oh, this is crazy. It's not allowing me to do a pop-out. You get so caught up in the technology that everything suffers.
I understand.
But what it magically allows me to do is when I don't have that open. Ah, there it is. Window, desktop presenter. Oh no, I don't want that. Safari, YouTube, Keyhole Gallery. And of course, it's not loading up either. We have some real slow internets around here. Let's go driving.
Yeah, and you know, and another amazing thing about the Keyhole is that it became created by just two patrons, Vince Esposito and Phyllis Esposito, who wanted to help the artists in some way.
And that was in like July or something? It hasn't been open very long, has it?
It's been a year, so
oh, okay.
November of 2008.
November, okay.
I believe.
Which way do you want to go?
I don't know.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I don't know. Just drive around. We can get coffee too.
Okay.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. What you're about. Like, what made you be an artist, and your education, and everything. I mean, not necessarily your whole life history, but you know.
Yeah. I grew up in Iowa.
Is it Keokuk?
Yeah, Keokuk. Pretty much in the country, though. Didn't live in the small town. Just, you know, spent a lot of time outside, which is nice.
And it is pretty up there.
Yeah.
The Mississippi River Valley.
Yeah, it is.
My parents bought a little cabin in Dubuque. And for some reason, I always think I'm going to end up in that area of upper Mississippi, Iowa, Illinois, southern Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I feel like Iowa is slightly more progressive than some of the
I think so too.
Midwest states, being friendly to gay marriage and being the ones that first voted Obama in. Not that he's necessarily proven to be as successful as people hope, maybe, but nonetheless, I think that people were surprised that Iowa voted Obama.
Yeah. Oh, I could probably go on and on about politics.